This shirt isn't being green screened, is it? No, it's like very small, kind of like traces of green, but thankfully the green screen isn't nuking it. Good. Let's make sure that everything is working. Yes. Everything is working. In the Discord, they were skinning me for being 5 minutes late. I'm sorry. I usually don't even stream this day. I just decided to, because why not? First. That's not so difficult, it's a live stream. What's your competition? Who is your competition? Hello. Welcome. Let's see. Ooh, I kind of forgot that there's like a whole bunch of buttons that I could do. Ain't there like a channel marker thing? Marker. Yeah, there we go. It's neat. Alright. Maybe I'll use it at some point in the future. Okay, ads are done. Good. Out of the way. Now we can get back to the work. So, real simple day today. Well, at least I hope. I'm going to expand a little bit on the spookiness by I was talking with my pastor about this, and suddenly it just came to just my brain. I have an awesome idea. It's not super complex. It's not like super awesome. It's like pretty standard, but we're going to add it. So I want like I guess like should probably move monsters over here in some designated area. Show us the layout. There ain't much different. It's the same thing that you've seen. I mean, sure, like I'll play test. Let me make sure the dog is gone. Like draw it before you build it. Like my plan for what I plan to do, because it's not super complex. I guess I'll do a real quick demo of what I'm talking about though. Let me just make sure. Oh, and also, you know what? I might make this change right now. I was thinking, and I completely blanked on it, but I was thinking of like maybe like shrinking this down or doing something sort of. I'll do that like on my own time, but I want there to be more like e-state for chat over here and whatnot. I don't know how I like scale everything, but I noticed that chat is always like in the way of stuff, and my face cam's always in the way of stuff. So maybe in the future streams, I'll kind of shrink this a bit in some way or another, just so, although it's generally smaller, you might be able to see more important things at least on, well, you can't see my mouse, on this side of the screen. And so you can hardly see like what's going on there. But sure, I can draw what I'm talking about here. Let me open up some, I don't know, there's a paint app. Was that actually gonna open? Yes, it did open. Sweet. Usually I've like uninstalled like every app ever that Windows has. This isn't gonna, well, you can kind of see what's going on. It's all like cropped and everything though, because I usually share friend's screen or something. So I want to add a system. It's real simple. So here is a player's position, right? So they're in a room. Let me like make the marker a bit thicker so you can kind of see what I'm drawing. How do you even do that? Bushes. Darker. Oh, that's literally it. Is there no like thickness thing? No, it doesn't seem to be any thickness editor. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of the worst. I hate it here. Tool. Okay, whatever. Um, Open it on your phone and read chat off of it. I that's not the issue. I can always see chat. I have it on my other monitor. I just mean like it'd be easier to see chat if it was kind of in its own separate area. It's just for the viewers. But anyways, here's my plan for what I'm wanting to do. I want there to be a system where it plays a sound in a random position just in the house. So you know how like player can just be in any room, whatever. It's like a series of rooms. The game does feel kind of linear right now with how it's just like, oh, there's just doors, and I open the door, and then there's another room. Like, this place doesn't really feel like it's got a lot of life to it. So I want there to feel like that there is monsters about. So how I'm planning on doing this, right, is by making us very simple feature where there'll just be like a random array of just sounds. So I'll like kind of just write that here. So just a sounds array. We'll say that this is like the array thing. And it's just a whole bunch of different sound effects that it'll just choose from. Now, it will create some sort of node. It'll track just like some player's position, and then it will get some random like displacement, like way out here, way out here. It could be like above the player or below, just somewhere way far away, say like over here. And then that's like this node's position, and it will play a random sound from this array, just picking a random one, generating like a random number. And let's say it picks this one, and this happens to be like some spooky like knocking or like house settling sounds. It will then like play this sound right at this position, and it will be spooky because the player will be inside of a room. They won't be able to like they'll tell where it is, but they won't be able to ever reach that location. It simply will just add more life to the game, hopefully. So, um, let's just try to do that. It shouldn't be all that complicated. So, first, music me, because this won't be too complex. Is it a future indoors? I guess. I mean, I was mainly thinking like Lethal Company, because there's like some sounds that occur in that game that you genuinely think that like there's something right next to you, but it's just one of the weird sounds that plays. Um, Start me with. I'm trying to find some music. Let me play a little bit. Minecraft Dungeons literally is never bad, so I will for sure run that. And this OST is like hella long too. Don't be super loud, please. It's not. Nice. Okay. Lows me. And also, I looked back at the last stream, and while I was showing off one of the songs I made, it was muted, and y'all didn't tell me. You made me look like a dork. Can't believe you. I was like swinging my mouse and everything to the song, and it wasn't even playing. You guys are cruel. So I'll just color this, make it somewhat transparent for now. We'll tag it with hidden, because this will just disappear. Let me No, no worries. It's not that serious, but it it did make me look a little bit goofy. I could like still bring it up and play it. As a matter of fact, it is just a audio file that I have somewhere. It shouldn't be too difficult to find it. There it is. Let me make sure it's all turned up so you can actually hear it play. Pretty cool. There's more to it, but yeah. That's like the main part. Let me bring back the musics now. I'm having so much fun, like composing stuff, or producing, I guess is a better word for that. It's just it definitely takes a lot of time to make something good. You can't just rush anything really creative. Okay, that's gonna be hella loud. I need to turn it down immediately. There we go. Tweak me to 5. Just want the hint of music. Okay, I'm gonna make a folder. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this. I'll just call this evil thingies. Does the evil dog still work in evil thingies, or do I need to like fix some of that code? Immerse me. It's dark. It's scary. Oh, and I also notice I need to fix some of the candle stuff, because again, I looked back at one of the streams and it was, some of the candles specifically were a bit too obvious with their lights. They didn't really blend too well. I'll show you what I mean by that. Also, I haven't yet heard... Nothing there. One of those locked doors should be playing some sort of sound. Or did I never... Well, now I gotta tweak that. I don't think I ever enabled the loop for those sounds. I tried to make these doors all spooky and scary by having sounds that were just playing. Looped playing, I have to enable it. Whoop-de-doo. Playing looped. Yes, please. Spooky loops. Yes, there we go. And also these things. I need to see it in gameplay to know how I want to tweak it, but I know that the candle stuff is a bit wrong. Or am I literally just crazy? Yeah, no. You can, like... Let me turn off the sun. Blam. So for, like, this light, it's way more soft with how it transitions, right? It's correct. It's spreading the light as it should. But these, like, it cuts off way too soon. Especially with, like, these double candles. I need to, like, lower the brightness for each of them. I mean, especially, it's most prevalent in this room, like that chandelier. It's literally just a circle of light. It doesn't blend well at all. So yeah, I gotta tweak that. Let me try to find one of them spooky doors. Ow, my legs. Well, that said evil eye dog attacks. It definitely broke. Yep. I have to reparent all of the stuff for that. That's not too bad. Was something on the ground there? No. Thought something was unanchored for a second. Whoa. What was I standing on there? I'm getting like terrible luck. It's not giving me either of the turns, which has the cool locked doors I implemented. I'm about dead. Dude, give me one to turn the rooms, please. I seriously need to, like, make that function to force generate a room. This is, like, insane. I don't think this is the evil sound variant of that. There's ones that don't have any playing sound, and they're just all boarded up and whatnot, and there's some that do have a sound that's playing. Those lights are, like, super yellow, but I kind of like that. The variance is... So yeah, hold on. That sounds really goofy. I need to muffle that way further and make sure it's playing behind the door. Interesting in concept, though. I find myself now, like, just fixing things rather than doing the stuff I said I was gonna do. I will actually fix stuff really soon in the future, though, so do not worry. Music me again. Art. Make sure you are anchored. Make sure you are transparent, because there's no reason for you to be visible. Or I guess I can just... It's unnecessary. But it is kind of cool to do that. Sure, why not? I'll make you hidden. It's just so I know that there is a sound playing here. This is just simply representation that yes, there is sound that is playing from this door. Put the spooky loops right there. And what do you sound like? That sounds alright. What did the... There was like a... compressor. Yeah, what does that do? Hi, how you doing? I am messing around with some stuff, trying to make my game cooler. Okay, well that seems perfect. We'll just move that over to the other ones and just parent it and move the stuff. I'm doing fine. I wasn't gonna stream today, but I don't know. I felt like I still had some steam in me to get more work done, so work is what we are getting done. Thank you.
Welcome to the Hive Mind, _Guykid.
You're the goat. I probably should turn down those alerts a little bit, shouldn't I? I'll turn it down slightly. because they're kind of important to me. They make me happy. People who follow are goated. Let's see. So that's the same sound. I don't need you anymore. Guess I'm gonna put you right here instead of this funny sound. Gonna be this one, and you have the same effects, right? Yeah. It scared you? Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry. Um, I should keep the alerts a bit quieter. That seems fine. What are you doing? You have this sound, which is... Oh yeah, you're like the evil hell growling that genuinely is scary. Move you over here, and you should be a bit quieter, I feel. Same for you. Okay, and I'll make sure, yeah, all of your original sounds should be wiped because I've parented you to something better. So there's actually some offset where the sound is playing from. How long have you been developing for? Well, did I hope I named the stream correctly. This should be the 7th day of us making this game specifically. I have been, I mean, I could real quick go on a little adventure. I've tried to make some little things. I've started this August, just like trying to learn some stuff. Coding with some friends of mine and whatnot. I tried to make another horror game, but honestly, the formatting and like the scripts of this are so like they're just poorly managed and organized. So I decided to take a little break from this because fixing everything is going to be hella complicated. But this game's like just a random event sort of sequence. So yeah, definitely don't do that. That's like the reason why I've never finished anything is because I always just start another project. But this game's kind of cool. I made this guy in Blender. Hello. He's about to teleport any second now. There you go. Evil monster. He's so tough. That's like the only substantial thing with this game though. There's some random events that happen. Sometimes this chair could be thrown into the wall. This hatch can break and crash boxes all over the floor. This light turns red sometimes, which will switch back at some point. The monster is gone. There's other things that happened, but... Oh, and also I made the music that's playing, which is kind of sweet. It's probably like heavily off-key and whatnot because I haven't... Well, at that time I didn't know a whole lot about music, but now I know a little bit more. I feel a bit more confident with my producing. I'm really just like, I'm a jack of all trades. I'm like decent in a wide, well, not really wide, a little bit of fields, but definitely not a master at anything. But that's why we are scripting here, because if there's anything I want to be really good at, it's something that's more applicable to actually making things. You don't get ads? Sick. Well, maybe you have an ad blocker or something? I mean, kudos to you. I personally, like, ads does mean money, but also, like, look at my follow count. I genuinely, there is no point in having ads playing for how little it like means, you know? Like Twitch, you're not really paying me a whole lot, so why are you even like running ads in the first place? What's the point? Even if it was, like, still, it's It's so unnecessary how much ads I have, like, am forced to play in a given amount of time. You have to run a minimum of 3 minutes of ads per hour, I think. I guess it's not so bad, but still. That's like an average of a 30-second ad every 10 minutes. Yeah, but it's like, you know, it gives me the freedom of having affiliate and whatnot, which is pretty hype. So I can do a little bit more of cooler stuff. It's just, I mean, like I say, oh, I'm forced to run ads. Oh man, all the money. Oh, I wish I didn't have money, but also like, no, it's genuinely like unreasonable right now for ads to be required when, like, I'd rather focus on building a bit of an audience before trying to capitalize off of their existence, you know? Is the game testable or no? Well, there's nothing to really test. I could, I guess, like, just publish it, but also, guess who is affiliate? Are you affiliate? Have you already reached it? But no, this game isn't testable because if you do hit test, you don't even start at the actual game. You'd start here, so you can't even do anything. Show me the game, please. Oh, yeah, I should do that. Let me real quick continue fixing this stuff. So 25 there. 25 here. 20. I'm just fixing some of the lights because they looked a little bit harsh. Sick. Good lord, how many followers did you get in like such a short amount of time? I thought you didn't have a whole lot just a moment ago. Alright. Set my time of day to 0. And get me in here. Is that what that dog is from? Oh yeah, his script is actually broken right now. Let me real quick fix that, because I parented him to a folder. Right, so you are... Never mind, you're not that. Where are you? You are... not in... No, I'm actually, like, completely confused. Server script service? I'm lost. Evil Odd Dog script. No, you're no longer in the workspace. You are... workspace, and I think it's Evil Thingies, yeah. I use just OBS. If you want to use something else, I don't have any real recommendations. I just use OBS because I'm familiar with it. Okay, now the evil dog should appear. Let me turn it to nighttime again. He's the only threat right now. Oh, I could have enabled the game music too as well. I'm so sorry. I keep on like going and reconfiguring stuff. It's just if I'm gonna show somebody the game, I want it to have everything enabled. Streaming is fun, but it's only as fun as you make it. Like, you need to not be so stressed by everything, because your stream isn't gonna be perfect, no matter how much you, like, prepare before it. There we go. I'm sure you can hear the music, it's very faint, but more stuff I've composed. I don't know why I keep saying compose. I guess that's like an okay word to use. It doesn't... Composing feels way more like... Ooh. That's not right. I haven't considered that as a possibility. I guess I'll have to make those... Maybe this one tile over, I guess. This would be a Doors vibe. Everybody says that, and you know, that's completely fair. This game is inspired by Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. and a little bit of doors. So yeah, you're not so wrong. I just had an idea, and then when building it, it happened to look a lot like that game. And that was like one of my favorite Roblox games for like a period when it was still really new. But then it took forever for it to release the floor 2, and I got, you know, bored of it. But yeah, that is in the wall. That is a problem. We're gonna have to fix that. It's an infinite generation. All of the rooms are also randomly generated. So like, in a very like set and managed way. So not everything will be chaotic. So like the fact that this plank is loose is random. How can I give more examples of what exactly is random? Like these light colors are random. The fact that this door has boards on it is random. And then it happens to be playing weird sounds on the other sides is random. Let's see. This plank being on the ground is random. The fact that this is 2 candles is random, and this was 1 is random. These planks being here is randomly generated. Of course, the roof being, like, half destroyed is another thing, random generation. This one is a smooth corner, this one's sharp. It's just, things have variance. And you can see that here. I have like a general like cookie cutter format here of just like where to place things, and basically all of these represent locations where it's supposed to take a copy of whatever it's calling for and clone it and put it in said area. Infinite generation map, it's not like difficult in like to just simply to get to work, I guess. It just depends on how, you know, how knowledgeable you are, but the big issue is making sure that there's not like stemming issues, or that making sure that there's compatibilities from it, because you can really simplify your like infinite generation stuff by just like hand making entire rooms and generating those connected, but I decided to do the absolute like evil awful way where I like basically assemble it like a Lego set with every single room. But yeah, it's not like the hardest thing in the world, I don't think. It took me like a couple days though to get down what I really wanted. But anyways, let me make sure that this is actually uh something. A lot of games do like procedurally generated stuff. It's a popular thing that's used. Let me make sure the music playlist is off because I want to lock in. We've already spent 30 minutes and we haven't gotten done the one thing I said I was going to make. Alright. Call this strange sound. Or strange sound node. So we're gonna... This doesn't really need anything super specific. I guess just like a very long list of sounds. We can just start with 5 for now. No video teaches you how to do it? That's the thing. I suggest you follow... Hello, one and only Bacon. I suggest you follow the Brawl Dev, like beginner and advanced scripting series, and you make stuff off of that, because it's so much easier to just, or not easier, it's so much more beneficial for you to learn concepts and then make stuff around those concepts, instead of just like copying or following a tutorial or around like somebody making a feature that assembles a whole bunch of concepts that you don't quite understand yet. If you can understand what I'm trying to tell you there. I'm supposed to copy these things. What's the recording app you use? OBS. There's like a launcher on Steam. I just use the app though, the app OBS. It's reliable, and it gets the job done. Go back to playing R6. Oh, he's the goat. Oh, thank you. You're goated. We're making a game. And it's, what's the part in front of the door for? Oh, these things, so these are just like closed doors, right? So you're not gonna see the other side. There's like no way to like access the other side. These are just simply nodes for like looping sounds, like evil sounds on the other side. Just so like when you're on the store, you can't open it, but you hear commotion happening on the other side. Some weird like scratching or whatever. What were you doing, Mr. Bacon? Because I saw that you were cooking up a game idea, and then you quickly switched to R6. The Siege. No developing done. You know what? The thing is, like, planning is very important. That is a very important step, but also you will not ever get work done if you never, like, you know, start. But it's definitely smart to plan as well. It's just, you know what I'm telling you. I don't think anybody really needs to tell you that. I'm trying to decide on how far I want this to. How far I want this to target. So let me like kind of show you what I'm doing here. The thing that I'm making isn't implemented yet, so don't worry about that. Let me change the lighting again. There we go. Okay, so it's an infinite room generator. Everything is like randomized for the most part. What the hell was I just walking on? My brother is being so loud in the other room. What is actually happening? This is not supposed to happen. There's some like invisible force there that's preventing me from walking. Go away. Stop? No, I don't want to do that. Go away, man. No, shoo. Everybody says that, but no, this is not meant to just be a one-to-one copy of Doors. I'm gonna, of course, throw a whole bunch of different spins on it. This is just first game that I plan to finish. It's going to be, you know, some roguelike where ridiculous stuff happens as you go through a series of what seems to be an infinite mansion. I don't plan for there to be any real like big set villains or anything. There isn't going to be evil Seek chasing you through hallways. There's just going to be more so horror based off of setting feel rather than in your face issues. So I actually have no clue what was in the way there. Like, what was I walking into? Because this is just share a room with your brother. Yeah, I don't share a room with him. He was just I am right. I don't know. He was in the hallway. I'm in my room, but I guess my walls are made out of paper because, you know, every sound he makes pretty much goes right into the mic. I'm not gonna worry about that issue just for now. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. So right now I'm implementing a system where I'm gonna have a node kind of like appear at the center of a random player. This node is gonna be like skewed and displaced some far area, and it's gonna play a sound in that position. Just so like random noises will periodically happen around you, not in a place that you can get to. Just to try to get some feeling of, I don't know, like life stuff going on. I don't know. You know, just more depth into the game. So let me open up the creator store so I can find some sounds to throw in there. It's gonna be absolutely riveting stream content. Me just like picking 5 sounds. I could start by just like throwing in. Thank you, slime. I don't know
Welcome
why
to
I didn't play the sound. Usually it plays a sound when when someone follows. Give me the goofy pizza sound. Or can I not just find that? Work at a pizza place, anger? Sure, why not? This can be our temporary sound that we will of course replace in the future with actual stuff. No, go away. How long you been a dev for? I started learning in August, following the Brawl Dev like playlist stuff of like the beginner scripting tutorials and the advanced scripting tutorials. I kind of skipped most of the GUI stuff because that stuff just annoys me. Grr. Somebody being very angry in the other room. Alright, now I can make a script for this, which shouldn't be that bad. I can kind of just copy what I did with the evil dog script. But in terms of like making this game, I've been working on it for just about 7 days. I mean, this is our 7th day of working on this one. What did I just do? Redo that. I don't know how I accidentally clicked on you. Go away. Oh, how did I accidentally delete it? It's a miracle how I even operate as a human being and don't die. Give me randomly displaced sounds. An unreasonably long name for something that's not that complicated. Okay, so this is the better room generator. I don't care about you. I'm kind of just going to be copying a lot of my evil dog script. So, actually, I should do just that. Just copy it. And I'll change some stuff. So, local module, random sound. Return random sound. We are gonna do a function. Give it a second to speak. The evil dog is coming for us all. Subscribe now. Wow, the least enthusiastic AI of all time. Function, displace and play. So through the teleport object, I'm gonna warn in the server playing random sound. And we're going to now make a variable of the sound node, which will be this item here, which has all these funny sounds. Yeah, I'm in the wrong thing. I need to make sure I don't accidentally edit the wrong stuff. Have I not edited the wrong stuff? Yes. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't messing with the wrong script. Alright. So now I need to change all of this stuff. Make sure also that it's not doing that. Strange sound node. Okay, make sure it's parented to the workspace. Make sure that it is pivoted to the layer, which it doesn't need to actually do that. There's no rotation that's necessary. So yeah, just set its position to the person with a vector that will be completely randomly thrown about. It's doing the damn insert stuff. Stop that. The most annoying button that people accidentally press. Let me make a... No. I don't know why it started make the thing there. Local... nope. Yes. I don't know why I said nope. This is a yes moment. Function... Random... Displace... sure. And it's just gonna return a number. Return math.random. Give me a minimum of, like, I don't know, like, give me like 50 studs away to 250 studs away. Sure. So now we're going to make sure that this displaces by that much randomly, that much randomly, and that much randomly, divided by about like 5, because I don't want to be like too vertically intense. I'm gonna be like divided by 2. Use Blender at all? Yes, I do. I have made a model for one of my spooky games with my other ones, which didn't really turn out. Let me figure out how you actually import it. How do you do it? Is it this? Import? Maybe? I feel like there's a different way that you do this, but I'm gonna try to find it. You can't see my window, obviously, because I'm not sharing that one. It'll be Blender blends. Rig. I'm assuming this is the one. Now, will it actually import? Oh, there it is. There's the guy. Rah, rah, rah. Wait, don't I have him just like... Yeah, he should already just be in my toolbox or something since I've used him before. Or am I crazy? Oh wait, could you not see it? Oh, maybe it was in a different... Sorry, I mean, you probably couldn't see it. Since it technically was a different window. Yeah, you could not see that. I can't, like, put it in any... And it's making the damn sounds of evil, awful horribleness. Surely it's just in the toolbox, though, since I have technically used it before. Models. Is this a recently used thing? And no, it's not here. They lied to me. Or would it count as a mesh? No. Whoa, group models? Hey, there you are. Sick. There's my monster. One of the ones that I used in one of my games. He's very elementary, not like super well designed, but I wanted him to kind of be like some... Well, and listen, before you make any comparison, this was before that, like, what was it called? 99 Days became like a big craze. So don't like assume that this is some copy of that stupid looking deer, bro. Because no, this a bipedal, goofy deer-looking thing with big eyes is like, they didn't patent it. They're not the inventor of it. I'm allowed to create something that is, you know, not really original. Get out of here. Scary deer, yeah, that's right. It's real simple though. Okay, so this shouldn't be so bad. Evil sounds equals no. No, it should be... I don't know if you can get an array of this. evil sounds equals, let me just do it by get children. And then can you really just do that? 1 through... And then if I remember how you would do it, you would just do sound node and then get children again. Play. Nope, this is like wrong in every level feasibly possible. Good to know. Okay. Well, by 5. Nope, still wrong. Fine. I'll do it in the normal way. Local play sound equals evil nodes or evil sounds. Why are you lying? Can I do something for you real quick? What? So that's normal. That's not normal? Why does that not work? Does it say I'm streaming? I could check real quick. Yeah, that works. Oh, because I'm doing a goofy thing. Yeah, not right. Math.random 1 through 5. Or hashtag O sound node. Or evil sounds. Alright, let me check if you... Oh, you are. Oh, thanks for checking for me. Let me see how it looks. How is your stream working? I'll follow you, why not? You're the goat. Ooh. It's the best stream of all time. Oh, you're making like one of the funny tycoon looking things, one of the dropper stuff. Oh, comment. Tough. Alright. Back to the nonsense. Excuse me. Hiccups. Alright, so now I just need to call this function, which I want it to just occur by a random time. So we're actually gonna make a new script, which genuinely is just gonna happen by a random interval. So let me just do like while true do, and of course task.wait. We'll do it like literally every second. And then we need to call the thing that we just made, the module, which I guess we didn't really need to make the module. As a matter of fact, the module was completely unnecessary, but oh well. Now we need to call its instant. That would be in game get service server script service dot the randomly display sounds. I need to actually make that a variable. So local RDS randomly display sounds equals that. So RDS dot displace and play. Yes, that should work now. Hopefully. Nope. Wait, no, yeah. Nope, because I just realized that it's not occurring at the player's position, it's occurring at something absolutely crazy. Yeah, toolbar object. Oopsie dozy. I need to pass in a function. Yeah, no problem, man. You have a good day. Tomorrow. And today, I guess. For the remainder of today. Let me call the players object. So, our players service. Local players equals game dot. Nope. Game get service. Nope, it's game dot game. No, that's perfectly fine. I'm like actually going nuts. There you go. So now Let's see how you do this. Players dot, and can we not just do a random player? Preferred players, character auto loads. Players. Get children, I guess. So let me do this, and then choose a random one. So math.random1, and whatever the max of players is. And then hopefully we can get the character. And then they're humanoid, or human, like, human root part. Right, let me look at the dummy. Hey you, get over here. You have the humanoid root part. Copy me, because that's where this is going to occur. Alright, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, then that's fine. Whoa, something went wrong. Valid argument to random interval is empty. What do you mean? I guess I need to add a player in. Maybe do that. So, players, and I'm assuming that there is something I can do here. Oh, why is it not working? It's not autofilling anything for me? Oh, because it's the get children thing. Players.player added. Connect a function. I think there is a parameter that you can do for said player. I forgot to do a function part. No, it's not even map. Sick. Added player. Table dot insert, and this is for said player and said value. So players, and then add the added player. Let me first do the task while wait, and then this. Attempt to get length of instance value. Because you didn't do get children. Is that not gonna work for a guy like you? Try me. Table expected. Got instance. Right. You suck. I could sometimes hear stuff happening around me. Let me change some things over here. Make your max, like, audible distance. I don't know, just turn me to 600, but make sure you shrink earlier. Um, turn me up significantly. And let's have this happen like every 0.2 seconds. I'm being haunted. It's still, I think, too far away. Whoa. Interval is empty. Well, that's because I just left. Goofball. I mean, this, like, well, that's completely pointless. If there's no players, then there's not going to be any issue of the interval being empty, because there's no players anymore. Did he blame me? Let's make it maybe a little bit less random. I don't know. At least a bit higher chance for it to play a bit closer. Now I can, like, actually change the sound effects for this now, though. So let's go with one that is knocking. That's a perfect sound to throw in. Mainly just what I'm looking for. A whole bunch of sounds like that are genuinely, like, would be perfect. These pro sound effects are genuinely, like, the best resource. Okay, I need to, like, filter out all of the music stuff, though, because it's really annoying. Include the unverified creators, of course. Give me a minimum length of 2 seconds, maximum length of 16. Nope, shrink that even more, realistically. Search. So I asked for a minimum of 2 seconds, and it's not doing that. What's wrong with you? Now search. There we go. That's perfect. I'm probably going to use every one of these. Another perfect sound. Boom, 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 boom. I should do a few that are just like big stompy stomp footsteps. Let's see. My game is going to be you click the crate for money, and the more money you get, the more stuff you can upgrade, like block drops, more, the speed of the gravator, and the money on the gravator. Niche. It's like a rewired cookie clicker, I guess. Yikes. we go. Now we can give every one of these different sounds. Shouldn't take too long. Boom, 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 boom. It's in a video of what it is. I'll look soon. Let me just work on this a little bit. That is actually right. That's extremely subtle, but I appreciate it. Apartment bumps. Why not? Sweet. Plenty of like house settling noises. I could do for just some like completely bizarre sounds. Why not? It's the fun thing about this is that like I'll have so many sounds that I won't even really know what is what. Ooh, I should make sure that everything's low pass is a bit higher though. Make sure that is like thoroughly, what's the word, like I want that to be extremely evident. Higher low gain. But less of that and less of that. What is the compressor? How does this work? Do I turn the attack up significantly? I don't think that's really doing what I'm thinking it would do. Like ratio, what does that mean necessarily? Other than making it sound in a way that I don't really know how to describe. Threshold. Yeah, like that just sucks. I guess I need to turn it down way more. Well, that's kind of... I feel like that's not really doing what I'm hoping for. It's doing something. I don't know what, though. So say, what does this originally sound like? Sounds like that. So if I delete that, paste this in here, you sound the exact same. about for, what was one of the weird sounds? Yeah, this thing. If I delete you, I paste you in here, what do you sound like now? What's the point? I don't know what it does. Other than, like, not really much of anything. Oh well. In hopes that that does make some sort of change, though, I will instead use this version. Thanks. Oh, thank you for
Welcome to the Hive Mind, Truckerman17.
What does it sound like? It's right, it's all the same. Play me. Sure, real subtle. I like subtleness. Because once we have a whole lot of those, and we have a big library of just random goofy stuff that's just going on. Let's see here. I do find it kind of funny though how I am like looking through and listening through a series of different sound effects. I guess I'll share it. Like, I'm not gonna be showing necessarily anything. I'm gonna change the subject, however, to what I am currently listening to. So prepare for loudness because that's what this stuff is. Alright. A lot of it's gonna be total nonsense, so prepare for nonsense. Trying to find something good.
Train.
That's not helpful. Train. I was trying to find some like creaking, some like house creaking sounds. I'm trying to find a few of those. Search by creaking. Not so bad. It cuts off a bit suddenly though. That one's dang near like funny. It's genuinely the most obnoxious sound I've ever heard, but I kind of like it. I was a convert. Sure, that's fine. That's the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life. Ew. That is the loudest thing I've ever heard. It sounds like the beginning of a beat. Actually, building creaking. This sounds like it could be perfect. They are all magnificent. I'm using every one of these. That is perfect sounds of what I'm looking for. Whoops. Try to change your name. I'm assuming this one's also going to be great. That one's a bit much. You're doing too much. I'm sorry. Door creak though, that genuinely is some like FNAF 4 type stuff. I'll take it though. evil ads of doom. Alright, have a door creak here? Yes. It sounds the exact same as the other one. I'm not gonna implement that one then. Wood grown. I might have just found like the ultimate. Oh, that's not nearly as good as I thought it would be. Ew. Absolutely like disgusting. But I'll use it though. I'll have to make that one genuinely like quieter though. It's just a bit much going on. It just actually like makes my skin crawl. The sounds. Implemented though. What does this sound like? Very subtle, I'll use it, why not? $20. Give me the whoosh. Like actually wraps around your ears too. I mean, that's not gonna do anything in game, but ew. I want like some yapping happening other room. Like let me get like some muffled talking. Very brief though. I'm looking for a brief yap. I don't think I'm gonna be finding that. I'll be real. Hold on. These I don't like what that all looks like. Let me just search by muffled then. Muffled help.
Help!
Oh, it's some scary, horrible, evil monster. Yellow bear muffled. Yeah, no thank you. I don't need all that. Muffled outside explosion. That's crazy. That's some like absolute madness. Muffled breathing. That sounds creepy as hell. Even though it was very, very faint, y'all probably didn't even hear that one. Walkie-talkie muffled. That's crazy. Echo fire. That'd be funny if there was just like sounds of gunfire happening in other rooms. Footstep far. Galactic Railroad running. Ooh, the buzzing though. That ew. Footsteps. Clock ticking noise? I actually need something like that. I need to search that. Give me some clock ticking. I need some good old grandfather clock type sounds. Log ticking sound. Log ticking. That one's literally just a song. Yeah, this one should work. You're a whoosh. You're a whoosh. So if you're muffled... Yeah, that's sick. Okay. Now if I, you know, go up in here, it should be total nonsense of noise. Let me make sure I switch it back to the game. There we go. Now you can hear the game. Place me. It says there are sounds playing everywhere. I don't really hear much of anything though. That's not good. It needs... I don't know why it's not like... Is it really that quiet? What? You know what? Genuinely, like... Just start playing it all, like, basically on top of me. I just want to hear it. Well, it's all happening there, for some reason. Oh, I never did put a, like, a negative to all of this. Whoops. Give me from negative... Oh, now I gotta ponder. If, math.random equal, 1 to 2 equals 1, then else... I'll explain why I'm doing this in a second. So I was thinking of just making this like negative 200 and then positive 200, but then that means there's a chance of it just occurring like on top of the player if that returns like a very low number. So I gotta make sure that it like there is some big displacement. So give me from 25 to 200. And else, give me a negative 25 to negative 200. Or it would be the other way around, negative 200 to 25. And that should work perfectly fine. Now they all should be right around me. So close for what? So strange, I'm still not really hearing anything. I mean, I wouldn't really expect that considering what I've done here. Like, it all should be, yeah, like the roll-off distance should be pretty extreme. Be able to hear it just about anywhere. Or at least like anywhere from where it appears. Well, now it's chaos. I guess that's all it needed. Well, then let me just turn this up to something like 850, I guess. So then you should just generally be able to hear anywhere. Yeah, it should also just be generally displaced very far. Now, yeah, you hear sounds just be spammed everywhere. I could like make it truly be happening like nonstop everywhere. I know that's not it at all. You don't even need the task dot wait necessarily. Completely unnecessary. Or you could just have it simply wait like a random amount of time. And then delete it after 60 seconds. So now it should just play after a random amount of time of existing. And then delete me after 70 seconds. Sure. No, I want you to just absolutely spam me. Random interval is empty. Well, great, dude, I hate you. Could just simply have it wait 5 seconds. Stop, wait. Me. 5 seconds. Playing a random sound. Whoa, playing random sound number 2. Oh, wait. It's... Really, I thought this would be able to just rapid fire. I guess that's not how that works, though. Yeah, because now it's just absolutely like nonsense everywhere. Leave me alone. And I can unhide it all, so you can see where this is all like appearing. Let me do that. Oh shoot, that's probably an issue where I couldn't hear much of anything. Anchor me. There we go. Hmm. I mean, I find it kind of funny how this is like it's happening in like quadrants and not necessarily like, you know, in a circle as I was predicting, but I guess that's like fine. Very strange. Block party dodge. Why did it auto correct? I'm glad your stream's working. That's great. This is quite the thing I have created here. Seems perfectly fine though. It's just like there's never something that directly happens behind you, which I kind of wish could happen, but oh well. At least like it should always be a sound in a spot that you genuinely would never like hear it coming or hear like where from. Just make it a little bit closer though. There we go. It's a lot of madness, but it works. About like 100 every second. What the heck, man? Yeah, it's not quite 100 every second. I think that's just like every frame. But oh well, you get the idea. It was playing so quickly, it even played after the script stopped. So in reality, this would happen like, give it like a random integer between every 10 seconds to every 60 seconds. So not like crazy often, just some life, just some stuff going around. Yip yap. Let me add more sounds. I won't share my screen for all of this. I kind of want it to be a little bit of a secret. You'll find out what the sounds happen to be later. No, ads are playing again. No, no. What am I thinking? I'm thinking, let me film some like footstep sound. It's actually the most evil noise I've ever heard in my life. It's like the biggest footsteps known to man. Sure, it's super simple, run-of-the-mill sound. I'll play it. Boom, 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 boom. And it's actually the quietest sound ever. There's one called Footsteps Plus Plus. That is, oh no, it's not right. What else? Give me some like Need some like scratching or scraping. Some movement. That sounds terrible. That sounds great, though. Especially when it's muffled, I bet. Yep, sounds like some commotion. Me. Let's try to figure out how to make some music that's like what we're hearing right now. I was working on a track. It is very strange making music that's genuinely just like not really music at all by any person's standards. Rather just noise, ambience, just crazy nonsense. Me. Make me that one. Yes, you are slightly different. 29. May go for some like now like very different stuff. Crash? Maybe that can be a keyword that will get some stuff. That's so loud. That's kind of great. It's like the sound of someone crashing out. It's pretty quiet. But it works for me. Works well. Why is my mouse not mousing? There we go. Okay. Name me It is picking through the entire array. Yeah, it is. Shoot. Get me out of here. Duplicate me. Name me 31. I need some, like, monster stuff now. I need some, like, evil creatures. That's like the quietest sound I've actually ever heard. I have to turn that way up. You'd be lucky if you can hear that one in game. Some of these monsters are trying too hard to be monsters. Like that one. So much mystery. It's like borderline. Paranormal. How loud are the other sounds? So you press into that. Sure. Maharaga. Maharaga. Nope. Hmm. Again, that's two. Okay, well that's just straight up like evil spirits. I kind of like it. More evil spirits, please. This is basically the same thing as the last one. These might be good. These seem to be like monsters doing monster things. Being all strange and odd. I had to sneeze for a second. Have I already pasted this new ID? Is it the same as the last one? It is. It was the last one. 38 me. This song is still playing. Oh, it's the longest song in the world. There we go. Those should all work, and we'll do one more 40. We can have that one be a little bit silly. Why not? We should implement some sort of silly sound. I'm feeling like one of the goofy item sound effects. Like, pizza! Something like that. I could find something like that. That is. Cheeseburger. Roblox cheeseburger. Search by it, please. If I type it in, it's probably because I want to search it. Maybe I could sort by most used. I bet it should be really popular. No? There's no like burger thing. No, it's all like really ouch, my ears. Worst sound effect ever made. There's gotta be something that I can find. Why not? We'll just implement like the classic if. But it's muffled, obviously. Ooh. Alright. That was like an hour of just adding files, but oh well. Now there's just a slight bit. I mean, this is gonna be a boring stream. It was faded, but now I got some random sound effects that happen. I forgot to disable that. Whoopsie doodles. Election service enable me. Enable me as well. I want to feel fully immersed. Besides the fact that the candles that generate here aren't even visible. Oh no, I did move them. It's all fine. This isn't fine though. What am I running into? Like, what is genuinely in the way? I know what's in the way. It all makes sense now. All them years, Dutch. This snake. He's lying, Dutch. He's lying. It is a lie. You're so right. Be quiet, cowpoke. You live in the clouds. My legs are broken. Yeah, look at you being all smart. Look at you knowing things. No, I should be able to just run right through here, no problem. Yep. I mean, you probably... Yeah. You know, if players want to do that, then, you know what, power to them. Whoa. Whoa. Why am I able to do that? Oh well. There's some random sound that happened over there. In that general direction. I could probably reduce the randomness of the sounds, though. At least, like, for now. Is it really just in script? Alright. Let me rename you. Random sound player. Because the wall is too thin. That's not something I really can fix. Unfortunately. Wait, random time between 5 seconds and 50 seconds max. There we go. Won't be super noticeable of a difference. But there we go. We got like, we've made some small changes. It should make our game this a little bit better. The fact I didn't hear either of those sounds upsets me though. I'll be real. Because it supposedly played 2 sounds, but I didn't hear neither of them. There we go. Better. Nighttime me, please. I should probably fix the sprint script as well. Whoa. Game froze for a second there. Here's some nonsense happening on this side of the store. I heard nothing. I could raise the volume of them all by like a decent amount, but work. The candles kind of look a bit scuffed, you know, it all being like just thrown about, but oh well. There's a sound. I said playing random sound times 2. That's strange. Oh, it's gonna loop into itself. Never mind, it's not gonna loop into itself. That's probably just another thing. It's the scariest game I've ever played. I literally was just thinking about that dog too. Anyways, what now? I could fix the sprint. I could add another thread. I could also fix some very big issues on how room generation generally works. That might be a good idea. We should, however, first have some, like, very like simplistic rooms that just like can easily get us up and easily get us down, just for the sake of I don't know, some variance. I think we just need some more rooms. Some more rooms would just do us nice. That's just like a easy use of my time as well. I don't have to think super hard. I can just do. Today isn't even like supposed to be a big work day. But before I do that though, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Maybe I'll go and get some water too. It was a snack, and I got to eat it. I don't think I've ever devoured pizza so quickly. I was four slices eaten in world record speed. Yum. Anyways, I've wanted to make like a mazy type room for a bit. And a mazy type room is exactly what I'm gonna make. Must have been hungry? Hell yeah, man. I mean, like when I stream, I happen to stream before I, eat anything after I come home from school. And then, I stream for like 6 hours or something, and then I have to go straight to bed. So, like, I just completely miss out on dinner. Probably not the smartest plan, but... Hmm. Nothing's lined up. It's the strangest thing. Just kept on looking and it's just like not at all where it's supposed to be. Anyways, I will be adding forked corners. How do they make these seemingly repetitive tracks not like feel repetitive at all? It's like actually genuinely so impressive how they do. And also, haven't we like literally heard this one before? Skip me. Wah 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 wah. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. That's 15 steps high? That's not as tall as I thought it was. Niche. You are definitely 9 studs high though. It makes sense. I think I understand why I've had to do things the way I've had. Just because I just realized that this is technically smaller than this. It's just ever so slightly. That's why that one's better for the inverted corners and anything else. Just it does sometimes look a bit scuffed depending on how it's being used. Not its fault. More so my fault for how I've designed this stuff. Small corners. Now I gotta add small corners to everything. Yay. This is the fun thing I love doing. Yeah, alright, you know what? I know how to do this. I've done it 1,000 times. Let's do it like these. Oh. Go here. Paste it in there. You need to be renamed to Maze. I feel like at this point I could have just like hand designed every room myself. That is long past though. We ain't doing that anymore. Completely out of the question. Give me the funny function so I can add it to. You, sir, are a fish. So the smallest before the actual. Now I know. It's the corners. Or I'd actually save the Roblox. Kinda funny. That should work perfectly fine. Okay. Now, I want the room to just start as a bit of a hallway. And then, well, who cares about planning? I'll just make it. You, sir, you are just the floor. No one needs you. You, however, are going to move a lot. Think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that if this is a turn, every turn, so 3 for. Here would be a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be a turn, and then just turn into a door. I think I just realized something. You're slightly redundant. You're kind of pointless. Oh well, though. I think I might still need the inverted corner action, though. Now thinking, not something I usually do a whole lot of. But I think I am gonna need that. Oh well. We'll worry about it when we get to that point. This just kind of like sucks a whole lot. It's like thinking about how I'm gonna design this room. I want it to be a fairly big room. That's not how you do that. Hmm. Get a copy. All of me. I'm sure most of these are titled in some way that's very incorrect, but that's alright. Wow. Hmm. I'm just, this is very much just, how do I say this? This is just me, like, putting my thoughts out onto a canvas right now. This isn't really anything yet. Like, that's just simply not gonna really work out, I don't think. So put both of you into all corners. And make sure that you're colored as I want you to be, just because I want you to look colorful. Make duplicates of it, call it north. Really wish I could just generate this thing, but I can't. So I can't really have it for any little test ride. So I want there to be like other doorways. Should you be named East or West? What are you named? You are West. Okay, so then you work perfectly fine. Just being on this side. And you work fine being on this side. But that's if I even want doorways, which, to be for real, I kind of don't. I kind of would like the, like, open idea that I'm having for this room. Hmm. I want this room to be consisted of a lot of like corridor action. I want this room specifically to emphasize on a claustrophobic feel. In some sections specifically though. I really should have put a decal on the stuff saying like what way it's facing, so I wouldn't have to go and click and read it all. Oh well. A bit too late for that now. Unless I could like find one of those scripts that one guy in chat had mentioned before. So your name would be no. And then I'd place you right here. And then like basically just give me you. Yikes. Give me the entire room. I definitely just, I want there to be like special rooms like this that are more complex in how the player would interact with them. Let me just see what, because I don't think what I've been like putting down is translating to exactly what I want. I need to see this thing generate to like see what's going on. Wrong door. Okay, so clearly like the orientation of all the walls and everything, or the corners are a little bit wrong. I can tweak that. Hmm. Southeast, west. Heck. This, I thought that making this whole Lego thingy would make it easier to make the damn mouse. My legs are broken. All facing the right direction now. Absolutely not. So all this feels very, very strange. Trying to conceptualize something, and it's conflicting with any and all This all should just be making a... Let me just try this. I need it to be making a intersection. Which it very rudely has not been making that. Scariest game in video game history. Well, that's the... Okay. Multiple songs playing at once. Driving me crazy. Yeah, okay. That should be right now. Or be better than what I have been cooking. So you are east, then you should be west. You are south, so you should be north. I think that's what I want it to be. It was just so puzzling that... Not sure if I was doing it right. If that is the right way though, then that all should still stay there. Make sure the floor actually expands out to what it needs to be. There we go. I should just keep this like really thin for now while I make all the other rooms. I'm definitely gonna need the inverted wall stuff though for the stuff. I want it to transition well. These walls are, they should be like closed in. There's no way that I can have this transition to that unless if I have one of the inner walls. I'll have to just make one of those and use it. I'll see what you did.
Holy, this took forever. Want to see what I did?
Send it in the Discord. A mackerel. Dude, we're at 79 followers already. Actually huge. If we reach 80 followers, like today, that would genuinely be so sick. We'd be speed running. At least in my head, compared to how previous streams have gone, and other times I've streamed. We'll try not to like comment on stuff like that, but like, actually, we're growing. Pretty difficult not to be hype about that. Zen media. Let's look, and you know what? I should like also Maybe share my screen, like, on the Discord, or not. That's cool. It's like it's the entire base. So you are making like a whole tycoon sort of ordeal. That's sick. Make sure you group stuff to like folders and whatnot. Don't always do models. Make sure you do folders. Folders are very important for identifying pieces and parts and whatnot. So all your walls and whatnot be much easier to identify in the future. I can, but you can't put them into folders. Oh my god. Okay, let me just see how this rocks. If it may rock in any way. Place me. Does the models contain, say, if I put in a folder, I try to collect the crate. Well, let me hit with an error. You could have that script simply identify within the folders and whatnot, you know? Like, you know, in here when where is it? When I require the thingy. I'll require it here and I would require it somewhere else. But you know, this like, you know, blank at this position at here and then, you know, step by step by step. If you don't want to do that, then that's your decision. I'm just making a recommendation. Folders, 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 folders. They're important. They save a heck of a headache in the future. It's the most cursed thing I've ever seen in my life. And also the music's like preventing me from focusing. And make sure you understand what code your AI is making for you. So if you can't really follow with what's going on, then that's gonna be a huge problem. No? I trust you. You can. I trust that you know what you're doing. Or at least are aware of the risks of what you're doing. Move me. Did I not disable the... I thought I disabled the music player. I probably should disable that dog as well, or at least just make it really rare. So then if he gets me, it's, you know, There. He got me. I'm fixing to die? I probably am, yeah. I was kind of just hoping for a thing to generate. Oh no, I disabled the random sound generator. That's not helpful. I wanted this thing to go away. Evil dog script. I want you to not do that. I want to go to you, and I want to scroll down to where you exist. There we go. 1 in 100 chance, basically. I think I know what would be better than what I have made. This invention is pointless because if I just did one of these, it's not like you can really, you know, tell that it's an issue because this would be an outside part. And the corners I've kind of made are redundant. I should just make one of these where it's curved or something in the middle. I could do by just simply like copying all this nonsense, but it shouldn't be too hard to copy. It's fine. It's chillin'. You can move around. I don't want to just rotate, or that's exactly what am I doing? Another weird sound. Song, I mean. Boom, boom. 4.5. Originally was 8, reduced to 4.5. 4.5. Let me get a wedge. Wedges are goated. Fix you around to 90. It's all ruined. What is your positioning? Like, why is it by that number? Oh, because all of this is also like really horribly messed up. I'm just not doing it by the right anything. I have very poor object permanence. There we go. Place me. The worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, it's because I just don't have it moved right. There we go. Nope. There we go. Alright, hopefully this band-aid solution will be fun. I want to find the room. Nick, sometimes the value of what you add to the chat is like a net negative. Like, it's not that you just don't add anything, it's like
I like lost energy from reading your message. Get GPT to generate you something better, please. I bet it could do better. This stuff's like really shiny. Is it because of the lighting? Keep adjuster maxing. How do you make stairs? Is this a bunch of small parts? That's just a block, that's a block, that's a block. The rails and everything. The way that I made it slow down the player is a little bit awkward. I just made it actually, I'm not gonna tell you how I made it because it's not a system you should use. It's a really, really bad system that breaks constantly. I'm not gonna tell you how I made it slow you down. You're gonna have to figure, or like, see me make a better solution for that. Also, I hate that circle there. I'm gonna have to remove the... Ooh. 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 Yikes. Looks like absolutely terrifying now, too. It's just this stuff is like... This needs to be the total opposite of what it is, and this needs to be the total opposite of what it is. Make it day. Oh. So instead of west, you should be east. Instead of north, you should be south. Instead of north, you should be south. Instead of west, you should be east. I need to be fun maxing. This isn't very fun at all. I need, move you all. Because I kind of realize how this would blah, 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 it would look. Don't do this. Move you back by like 2. I need to face the total opposite direction now. I think I know what I'm trying to do. Very loosely, but I think I know what I'm trying to do. West, north. West, north. I get copies of these. Put them here, get copies of these. Put them here. I don't think these are totally necessary. Blam, blam. This will only work if these are all actually named correctly. And that's like me just hard assuming that they are. Me when I place everything in totally wrong positions. Here we go. You, sir, are a fish. There we go. Test me. If all of the calculations and everything were correct, and which they could just not be, then everything should look as it needs to. Have to implement that. Generate post room thing. I keep saying it, and yet I added it. Put me. Nope. Put me. Put me. The light changes like crazy. It makes me think there's like something wrong. Little monster on the other side of that. I gotta make those mimic doors that I had been thinking of previously. So, breaking news. I did it completely wrong. Yikes forever. A lot of these are just straight up walls, though. Strange. You are supposed to be inverted. Here, that's one of them. Not these. These are fine. What is wrong with you all? Is literally every one of them wrong? I mean, like... These are not correctly pointed. These are not correctly pointed. In conclusion, yes, they're all incorrectly pointed. I hate it here. This stuff was just... Yeah, you shouldn't be named North at all. That's just simply error. It should be named West. Are you named West? No, you're named East. Good. Good, good, good. Now for all this stuff. I'm just gonna change it by mass and just hope. You be north. All south, you be east. All west, you be all west, you be south. Where's the name changing? Nope, that's because I didn't select all west. Nope, was it because of that? Because I'm not finding the right thing. You be south, and all north here you can be north, east, south, you can be west. I'm just simply scrambling things about to see if this is the correct orientation. Since literally everything was incorrectly oriented last time, so the odds are that at least one thing is facing the right direction now. This thing is nice. Everything else, not quite. Oh. This is facing the right direction. So that thing and that thing are facing the right way. So the other things need to switch. So that is... The north is facing the correct direction, and the west is facing the correct direction. So south and east need to swap. All south, you swap to east. All east, you swap to south. There, this should actually work now. They call it the worst system ever made, and they're right. No. This all stinks of poo. You are facing the wrong direction. And some walls are also just incorrectly placed. That's you, right? What are you even named? West. Now, what do you even be then? What's wrong with you? West. Oh, wait. How is there west on both of those sides? How did I even do that? This all sucks. Frick it. I hate it. This all is literally the worst. I just want to see this facing the correct direction, this and this and this, all facing the correct direction. Were they before? Like, I don't think these two even were. So, like, actually just remove it all. I need to redo this in a, like, actual sensible way. If I could just, like, make a functional star, then that would be nice. North, east, south, west. Like, let me just see what that makes and look at it, because this all just... it all just sucks. That is absolutely not a star. That is literally like the worst possible shape that I could have made. I don't even... how did it... like, that was almost kind of funny. How, like, that genuinely was just the absolute not right answer. Hello, you're back. No worries. I switched around by 90 degrees. Maybe now it's right. Okay. So now I actually know which one is what. So I need to use you for that room. I need to use you for right there. Move me, please. You're all in the way. I need to use you for right there. This was your partner. You need this one. So this should be bam, bam. There it is, bam, bam. And it should be right there. And then these two. I know what you look like. You are doink doink. So you would be needed right here. You are doink doink. You would be needed right here. I could just copy you and put you right there. Now that should generate fine. So I hope it will finally. I hope it will. No worries. Don't worry about you being gone for like 5 minutes. You can go and breathe. That's perfectly okay. Oh, I just forgot to put them right there. Everything else is... What the... Oh, I just misplaced it slightly. Yeah, there's no, like... Nothing, like, horrifically out of the ordinary. Everything just looks as it should. Kind of. Because I still need to fix some of the small issues. You need to be there. Obviously, I need you to, I think is what I require. Still. With every change I make, I realize another glaring issue. But now this should all look fine. Now it should be all pretty nice and perfect. Run quickly. Yep. Alright. Some round corners, some sharp corners. Move over here. It's good. Looks good. Nice, larger scale room. Just as I wanted. Now to, like, finish designing it. And then that might be the last thing that we do for today, since not wanting to, you know, stay up super late working on all of this. game, with all these rooms, there's like almost a guaranteed chance of there being a broken light, and I also just realized like I don't need to do all steal this and waste it all about. Yeah. Making noises with buttons and copying the same image of bricks onto a place where there is toothpaste, teal, other squares. The occasional green square and an occasional purple square. You got what you wanted to get done? Nice. What's your vision? What did you get done? You gonna watch more Tough Eyebrow Dev? Good idea. He is a helpful resource, as I say. I never get shy to use like the documentation that exists on the Roblox stuff as well. That stuff is like critically important. There's genuinely like no hope in coding if you don't use the documentation. What does this stuff look like even? Users. Okay. I take it, I move it, and I will put it here. Yeah, that should be fine. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Paste it all here. Move you to the planked flats, which should be lower. Right. I know what I'm wanting to do. I want to heavily randomize all of these random things and change them to south instead. Just so they'll be all turned about and whatnot. No, it can be north. Gotta make sure I'm doing the same with the planked flats as well. Especially since they're all like not renamed where they need to be. There you go. Now I need the silly little door things. It's the unopenable door. I want that for my build. I have 4 studs. Sure, this is parented as it should to the correct thing. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Place me. Not that this one needs to be in maze, please. Go. Kinda sounds like the start of Megalomania, I think. I gotta download some more OSTs to play on stream. Maybe take some requests. I should low-key make that like a music channel. This is a gift my friend sent me. So tough, I'm downloading it. I do. Anyways. Place me. I want to see the tough room in all of its glory. We changed the lighting. I might add like candles to the room. I'm not too sure though. The change to brightness I've done for these candles are pretty good. There's still like dark areas in this room, but that's kind of a fault because this light's off. It's generally lit pretty well. Funky sound. How many more hours am I gonna be live for? I said that was gonna be the last thing I did. I don't know. I might make a couple more little mini things. Look at that big long room. Dark hallways. Whoa. That's kind of like disorienting in a way. Only slightly though. Pretty cool though. How many more hours? I'm not, but like, I'm not too sure. I'd say maybe like 30 more minutes to an hour. Fun. We should hear some weird monster noises on some of these. Not there though. Maybe here? Oh. I need another wall here. This ain't right. Or no, these are just... Oh no, it's just, yeah, it is the wall. The walls aren't turned correctly. All normal though? Okay. But yeah, this thing not turned correctly. And this thing's not turned correctly. Those are only two issues. Which part of the room even is this? This is both side. It's dark as hell. Get me out of here. 24-hour live. I don't think I ever would do that. And if I would ever do that, then I don't care. That's paid access. That I am not like just going to let anybody see me in that state. Utterly exhausted. I would never put any stream behind a paywall, but that would be like genuinely like follower only, like subathon or something, though. Because I would have to plan for so much stuff to do, because I can hardly code for like 8 hours, and if I am, then I have to be doing something that's like genuinely like very expansive. Like anything here yet hasn't taken me too long to figure it out. But like the procedural room generation, like when I was first like making that was driving me nuts coding it as well. Like it wasn't really like a fun long period of coding, but yikes, I'd have to be doing something else for sure. Maybe some sort of a gaming challenge or something, or a series of challenges. Speaking of, I should play another game on stream at some point. I'll make some uber tiny rooms. Nick, is there any game that you think would be tough if I were to play on stream? I think there's a handful of games that like I haven't played, but anything in particular? Can I viewer if you want? I mean, the thing is, like, they'd have to be wanting to be kidnapped. If you convince someone to join your chat, then go ahead. I don't mind. You know, as long as you're following me, then you know it's perfectly fine to do whatever. Did I follow you? Yeah, I did follow you. You're good. You deserve some support. Yeah, if you can convince someone to come into your stream, go ahead. Also, like a 24-hour stream, like just thinking back on that, I wouldn't do like follow only chat or anything like. Well, maybe I would, just to like. I don't want to have to be dealing with bots when I'm like absolutely exhausted. But I definitely wouldn't have it be like a subathon. I probably could think of some sort of challenge that I could do that would take that period of time. But no, not saying that's happening at any time recent, because you know I'm still a full-time student in a high school. Xboxian's D&D campaign? That would be really tough, but like Or you're just talking about like a game that we could do. That would be really tough to stream. If y'all really want to do that, we would have to we'd have to figure something out. That's a genius idea though. We totally should organize that at some point. Bro, why don't you wait till school ends? I mean, like, for 24-hour stream, if we were to do that, we could, I could maybe do it on a weekend or something, but still, that's just crazy even for, like, a school weekend. Maybe, like, spring break or something. That's coming up. There's online resources to do it and stuff. But yeah, we can, like, bend the rules as well. I mean, we're not, like, improv comedians, but... My dungeon master, I don't know. That could be tough. I think Conley would like to do that as well. He'd probably, like, hate it at first, but would find it really tough. 10 ads? Why are you lying? There's no point in lying. Sick face. My name is Nick. I'm a liar. I lie to make students feel bad. Push me. You don't have to do a light there. I just realized. If we can't fit a light, do a candle. Wall candle? Candle wall? Wall candle? Wall lights. How high do I keep the candles usually? Oh, on par. Okay. Right? He's about right. I'm kind of curious though, what do I even have these orange things at? These usually, like, would make other stuff. They are still middle and true middles. And those still exist, yeah? Maybe I just, like, disabled it from the room generator? Or it just doesn't exist? I might have just straight up removed it, that might be fair. I did straight up remove it. Yeah, that's fair as foul, foul is fair. Okay, I'll call this a mini straight. And then have another one that's literally like identical, and I'll call it mini straight too. And the only difference is the light, the little candle is going to be on the other side. West to east. I gotta have one that's like a small staircase up or something like that. buff looking cat. The dinosaur. What is the point of him? Ooh. Be claustrophobic. Definitely trying to integrate a lot more of the smaller rooms, since I think it definitely captures the vibe and think a bit more effectively. So the larger rooms definitely allow for more visual impressiveness to exist. That one I just like how it looks. That one just makes me happy. Feels very good. More variants makes me happy. That's like the longest room to run through, though. Takes forever. Back-to-back tiny rooms. I could make like a really silly room. I have a kind of a silly room idea I want to do. I did do it. I did do something. Alright, give me a little mini. I'm gonna call this one annoying. This is gonna have a very, very simple but goofy premise. There will be no lights. And it will have like ordinary doors like back to back, and then the actual door a little bit after. So I'm feeling like make sure that you are in the right thing, which you are not. Scroll out to annoying. There it is, there's annoying, so I need openable doors. What color are the openable doors? They are purple. Hot pink, I guess. Make sure that this is lined up as it needs to be, right there. And delete me. We call it the best room ever made. Oh, it's gonna be really goofy because they're gonna like slam shut behind you. Maybe I should tweak that one script then. Okay, now I just gotta like get to the room. Maze. I still haven't yet to add like to fix the custom footsteps, and of course the sprint thing, which is still a little bit silly goose. The darkest room in history. Come on, give me the room. You know what room I want. You know which one. Come on, give me the room. Me annoying. Going up to infinity and beyond, man. Be straight. Right? Ooh, it's annoying. Oh, the doors are not correctly rotated at all. Whoops. It slammed on me. How are the doors oriented? They're all north. Okay. So, yes, you all, instead of being W's, need to be N. North. Maybe I should have a room that's built based off of being annoying. Oh well. I think I will call it just about here. Oh. At least I should. I shouldn't, but I should. We made it through. Now we made it through. I actually really like that. It's hard to see anything, but it's pretty cool. I gotta make like a lantern tool. It's easier to see in all these dark areas, because I bet it's getting kind of lame seeing nothing but pitch darkness in half the stream. Right here. Ugly. I gotta make more variants of the ceilings. The same broken roofs are getting pretty old. I think we're merging into territory. No. I'll do a little bit of that. I'll make some more Broken ceiling variants. Just because saying the same thing is be lame. Brawl Dev got you taking notes. It's important, man. I suggest this code with him. I mean, I'm sure you're doing that, but that's how I learned. And like the fun thing is like, although like coding it's pretty intuitive. The thing is like once you've learned a decent amount, it should stick with you for a good long while. Like it's not something that will just disappear from your brain. I mean, it's like it's genuinely like learning a language. So you're gonna start figuring some stuff out at some point. And when you are figuring stuff out, but you genius, it's simply just gonna be leaking out of your own brain. In fact, you're taking notes of a Brawl Dev video. That's very good. It's good news. You're gonna learn right, you know? Having a grandiose time right now. Debulking cortisol spike. You say anything. Whatever comes to your mind, just type it on the keyboard and send it. Strangest thing. People rarely do that, but you do that. You do that, and with absolutely like zero shame. Like, I know what to type in the chat. I know what to type. Dewoken cortisol spike. Who thinks of that? Only you. My cortisol spiked. Alright though, I haven't been in that situation, I guess. Tells the truth. You're slowly learning. That's good. Slower is better than not at all. And even not at all has like some sort of traceable learning, because, you know, why are you not learning anything? You can figure that out at least if you're not learning anything. Let's throw some of these just because I don't want them all to actually be broken. It's just, I want more variants. So I'll name you flat 9 and flat 10. Oh shit. I guess I gotta go and make that stuff now. Blanked me. Can I perform a 120 in this game? What does it mean? Assume yes. And then be disappointed later when you get that. Sound like a good deal? Dang right, it's good. Great deal. How far in OST are we? Listening to Obsidian Pinnacle. There's a few tracks left. About 7 more. single percentage. And 0.05. That's me. It's actually so tough. I didn't know that this theme got intense right there. Very epic. Yeah. There. All should have slightly more variant. Or the roof ceilings things. Some of which you can't really tell. That's okay. Yeah, introduced a bit more jazz. Looks like duplicates to me. How long has that been a thing? Am I crazy? It looks like there was... Well, no, that would just be the thing itself that was going off. It looked like something goofy was wrong with the planks. Plays me. We're at nighttime. Tap the index, no stop. Name is Roblox. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah. This feels pretty good. What did we accomplish today? We added a couple new rooms. We fixed up some of the slightly faulty lighting. We added the random sound feature. Now it plays random sounds in random places. That's about it. not anything like extremely noteworthy, except for this like pretty cool looking room and the annoying room. Does it look like a maze? Because that's exactly what it's called. That mazy type room is called maze. It's meant to be the whole appeal of it. And we were having some merging issues there, but thankfully it looks like we escaped it. We're gonna definitely tackle that next stream, I think. The whole rooms being generated into each other issue. Because theoretically, no matter like how good your luck is, if you play for an infinite amount of time, sooner or later you're gonna have rooms generate into each other. Like it's bound to happen. Like you can already see it there, like those parts of the... I guess not right there, but... Yeah, we're about to have some... Oh, right there, something's clipping through. So I don't think that's very right. I don't think that's ever supposed to be there, usually. Unless if I'm going crazy. I mean, the ceiling's quite damaged. I've never done anything with, like, the walls or anything. I should add some variance with destruction. I could probably do a little bit of that right now. Okay. I really should go to bed too. Oh, decisions. I want to see the annoying room generate. Come on. There it is. That's so tough. Go to bed. I should. That just makes me happy. Simple game mechanics. Appease, man. There we go. Yeah, I think we're done. We got some decent stuff today. However, we cannot forget, we have some things that we should get done, which I will kind of write down briefly. Jarrett. There it is. Okay. So, ooh, I can't write. Things to get done. We need to first add destructive variants to walls. So I'll just say add variants. Don't know how to spell. To walls. So I want to make them also look very decayed and destroyed in some ways. I want to also add dupe doors. Which I now realize that's literally like a thing in the Roblox game doors, so it's kind of funny. I guess we're stealing that feature, even though that's a thing in many other games. I want to also implement... Oh, what was it? What was it? It's gonna be something. Well, we definitely need to make more rooms, but there's something specific that I was thinking of doing. Oh, let me look around. Right, I want to make more like stairs, up-down rooms. That's the thing that I want to do. There's like another thing or another that I want to do, but we probably like I'll just write down stairs. Oh, hello.
Welcome to the Hive Mind, Rexithet_Rex 2022.
Thank you for joining, man. What's poppin'? We were just about to call it night since it is 10:30 in my area right now, but hello. Like, I kinda showed you what we've made so far. Let me pause the music. How you doing, man? Yeah, no worries, but I'm just giving you a heads up because yeah, I'm feeling all right. Today was even meant to be a stream day, but I don't know. I felt charitable. My friend Austin, though, he has work tomorrow, and I told him earlier today that I wasn't gonna stream, but instead I was gonna stream, you know, Tuesday. So he's probably gonna be pissed off, thinking like he missed out on a whole stream when I said that I wasn't gonna stream today. Unless he does like to tune in. Yeah, this game, everybody says that this is Doors-esque, but yeah, I love my eyes is actually the reason why I started streaming today, so, or not started streaming, you know, went live today. We got some stuff done. We improved some of the lighting a little bit, added a couple more rooms, and we're gonna do a bit more cleanup later and hopefully fix the issue of rooms generating into themselves, which, you know, is not really a super fun thing to watch someone bug fix, I think, since that's gonna consist a lot of me tweaking out like the second day consisted of, but yeah. You know, that's fair, and you know, today was a very, like, also productive day for streaming since we did hit 80 followers, so big news for the unemployed. Woohoo! We're in the big leagues now. But yeah, that's just about what we got here. It's just randomly generated rooms. It's Doors-esque, but mainly inspired by Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. If you ever heard of that, you probably haven't, because every time I say that, people are like, oh, I've never heard of that game in my life. But yeah, we're probably gonna call it now. Thank you for being here, though, Rexy. It's cool that you made the human decision to click on the stream. That you chose me, even if it was at a rough time. You know what? You're so good, and I'm gonna follow you. I gotta start like following back everybody who follows me, just because that feels like a handshake almost, like it's a mutual appreciated action. Let's rate someone. We're about to get ads. I need to rate someone right now, immediately. Start. Come on. May contain sexual themes. I've already hit the rate button. Don't care. How bad could you possibly be? Are you ready to rate somebody? Of course you are. Thank you for being here. You all are goated. We're riling up everybody. Wow. Wow. Good night. Wow. It's simply that simple. Anyways, we'll be live tomorrow, as per schedule.